As you can see, I had to bust out some of my not Breaking Bad fandom, but Gus fandom today. Gus forever. Definitely my favorite character, Gus. Okay, everyone, so this is Jabbertalky, and I'm offering my predictions for the series finale of what, in my personal opinion, is the greatest show of all time. I feel like we're living in a golden age of television. Mad Men, Game of Thrones, Homeland, Dexter at the beginning, some amazing, amazing dramas on TV. But head and shoulders above all the rest, again in my humble opinion, is Breaking Bad. Vince Gilligan, Bryan Cranston, Aaron Paul, amazing! I love Breaking Bad. And tonight is the night that it all goes down. Tonight is the night that we can conclude this cautionary tale, this poetic Shakespearean tale of one man's descent into darkness with the best intentions. He had the best intentions, but everything he's done and how far he's lost himself and become completely reinvented himself in order to achieve his goals no matter the cost. It's been an amazing ride, and I cannot wait to see how Vince Gilligan is going to surprise us, because in spite of my predictions, in spite of your predictions, which I want to hear, let's be honest, Vince Gilligan has a way of making us think we have it figured out. This is the only way this could possibly go. And then he throws a curveball our way. Except for Hank. Poor Hank. There was no way he was getting out of that. But yes, so I'm excited to see the series finale, and I'm excited to delve into what are Jabbertalky's predictions of the Breaking Bad series finale. So, first off, I'd like to say that obviously what's going to happen is that after we're going to have a flash forward to over a decade later, he'll have grown, trained himself to be the best he can be, learned everything he can about the meth business. He'll have a strategy to locate every single one of the meth dealers and meth lords in the Southwest United States, and Brock will hunt them down, gun them down, take over their operations. Cue to title screen, Breaking Bad. Prediction 1, I believe that everything has kind of been building to this almost Shakespearean Julius Caesar moment where Walter doesn't have a single friend in the world now. He's crossed the point of no return. And now Jesse has, because of what happened to Jane. I've been saying it for years. This is going to come full circle. Everything in the show comes full circle. And Jane, I felt like that was the most important moments in the show when Walter let Jane die. It was a sad moment, but I felt like that was going to come back to bite Walter. That would come back to bite Walter. And that would be the catalyst for Jesse's moment where he's going to seek revenge and justice and avenge Jane by stabbing Walter in the back. And Walter would go, A2 Jesse, and keel over, and that would be it. Well, not quite that way, because Jesse knows about it now. But when I saw that happen, I was like, yes! It might just happen. So, Jesse knows what happened to Jane. He saw what happened to Andrea. He can't forgive these people for killing people that are innocent. Jesse's done a lot of bad things in his life, but he's like that hooker with a heart of gold. He's that meth dealer with a heart of gold. He doesn't like seeing innocent people get hurt, and he cannot let that go, especially someone he cared and loved and cared about. I believe that Walter's going to gun down the neo-Nazis, he's going to get his money back, and there'll be a moment where he lets Jesse go, he gives him some speech telling him to run, and he thinks that maybe, just maybe, I might actually have one friend in this world. But Jesse is going to come back, or he's not going to let Walter go. I think he's going to be like, I have to do this for Jane and for everything that's happened. And I think he's going to, prediction 1, kill Walter. Jesse will then leave. He'll just go. He'll just leave it all behind, try to start new. And I think that maybe he'll leave the money for Walter's family. Either way, whatever happens, even if that prediction doesn't happen, I believe that Holly is going to get the money. She's going to get the money, no matter what happens, whether Skyler gets it or Walter Jr. ever see it, Holly's going to get the money. This kind of leads into my prediction number 2. I don't think Walter is ever going to have a happy ending. He doesn't deserve a happy ending. I don't think he's ever going to see a dime of that once he finishes his business in the series finale. But even if Skyler and Walter Jr. don't, which I could very well believe they wouldn't, because we have to get to a point where Walter's no longer a part of the picture before that money gets to anybody, because the DEA is hunting him down. I think that we'll get to a point where Holly gets the money, maybe when she's grown up, maybe when she's older, but that what Walter does will not be in vain, but Walter will not see the fruits of his labor. He has not earned the right to see a happy ending, but his family has done nothing wrong, and I could very well see that at least Holly would get that money. Prediction number 2, this show has always been about coming full circle. We make decisions and the consequences will come back. Our sins will catch up to us. And I believe that in the same way that Jane, the death of Jane and the relationship with Jane led to the end of that season finale with that crazy plane accident, and also now how Jane has come full circle with Jesse finding out, and Jesse having to make a decision on what he's going to do now at this point. I believe that Walter is going to come full circle in his journey, literally. I believe that could very well happen. The show started with Walter standing in a green button-up shirt, in his tighty-whities, gun in hand, on the road at Tohalahi, or however you say that, hearing the sirens, waiting for the end to come, accepting his fate. That's how the show started, and as it started, so shall it end. I believe that it could come full circle, and we'll see Walter standing in the middle of the road, gun in hand, wearing the green coat that he's now wearing, standing in the middle of the road at Tohalahi, or, well, actually it'll be at the neo-Nazis' place, but in the desert, hearing the sirens because the DA is looking for him thanks to his phone call. They know where he is and they can probably track his trail, and he'll be waiting for the end to come, and the show will cut. I believe those could be the 2 endings. We could have that very direct ending or the very ambiguous ending, but either way, Vince Gilligan has never failed to absolutely amaze me and show me, hey, Jabbertuck, you're not as clever as you think, which is probably true. Whatever, I try. But he always throws a curveball our way and manages to surprise me, and I cannot wait to see what he's going to surprise me with. But these are my predictions. Let me know in the comments below if you agree, if you think that could happen, or if you think something else is going to happen. I want to hear your opinion. Like and share our video, subscribe. We got a lot of big things in the future, and I cannot wait to see the end of the greatest show of all time tonight. This has been Jabbertalkie, out.